cyber threats around the world. The Kaspersky Lab tracks malware and other suspicious activity going on right now. So you can see how it spans the globe from China to the United States. Recent cyber attacks on General Colin Powell, the DNC, and state election systems are intensifying concerns about vulnerabilities in U.S. computer networks. Last night, Russian hackers released another batch of Olympians' medical records stolen from the World Anti-Doping Agency. Information on 10 American athletes was included in this batch. Michelle Miller is outside Minneapolis with a look at the fight to protect your personal data. Michelle, good morning.
Good morning. Servers like these often contain account numbers, medical records, and other sensitive information that is collected by businesses and government agencies. That makes them prime targets for hackers. One security expert told us that cybercrime is now more lucrative than the illicit drug trade.
That old model of trying to rely on antivirus and firewalls, the bad guys are running circles around that stuff.
Dan Larson is in a race to outsmart hackers.
The total amount of cyber threat risk, and it's like projected to be above 10 trillion in the next couple of years.
10 trillion?
Yeah.
Larson is technical director at CrowdStrike.
CrowdStrike Falcon deploys in seconds.
His company investigated the attack on the DNC's network and found a sophisticated code they believe points to Russian intelligence agencies because of how the code was behaving.
It did a lot of checking to see if a security product was checking it.
They were always looking over their shoulder.
They were always looking over their shoulder. The time to develop a little piece of code like that, it had to be a well-funded, professional, full-time hacking organization.
Larson said those hackers known as Fancy Bear and Cozy Bear used a classic technique, spear phishing, to gain access to DNC computers. 6 seconds he's in.
Yep, that's all it takes.
He showed us how it worked on a computer under attack from an actual hacker. A victim receives an email that looks legitimate, but actually contains links to a website designed to steal passwords and other important data.
So he's done. Mission accomplished.
In 3 minutes, under 3 minutes.
Yep, exactly.
Larson says security firms are now using advanced algorithms and profiling to keep up with hackers who are constantly coming up with new tricks. When major corporations and government agencies are attacked, personal information on millions of Americans can be compromised.
I think it's a bit of a wake-up call. I hope when stuff like that gets in the news, people see it as an opportunity to increase their own security.
Now, Larson says be wary of emails that are marked urgent or claiming to be from the IRS. Those are red flags. He says there is a helpful trick you should use. Click on the sender's email address. If it's not from the company it claims to be, Gail, it's likely fake.
All right, that's really good advice. Don't you really think it's a matter of time before we all get hacked at some point? Aren't you being extra careful with what you put in emails?
No? Yeah, always.
I always was, but now I'm being extra careful.
If it's important, call me.
That's right. That's very good advice.